What do you want?
Limited time modes.
What do you want?
Bro, are you deaf? Limited time mode.
What do you want?
Are you serious right now?
What do you want?
Okay, we're done here. You can go f yourself.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about Apex Legends Season 17, but also a little bit about Respawn, because if you haven't noticed, it seems like they've almost gone AFK and have just left us here to kind of figure out what's going on this season. So we're going to talk about what Respawn is planning for the rest of the season, how they're going to improve the game, and when we can actually expect to see those changes. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about the current state of Apex. So Apex Legends and Respawn/EA have been going through a lot of changes over the last couple of seasons. You might remember that when the game first released, we got a ton of coverage with the devs. In fact, they were pretty candid and talked to the community all the time. We used to get Reddit AMAs. I think the last one was about 8 months ago, actually, where they go over what's going on with the game. Players can actually ask the devs questions directly and get a response about it. And they can also get cool inner workings on what's actually being developed in the future or what didn't make it into the main game. There are also instances where we used to get dev streams. I think the last one may have been Season 10 with Emergence. There might have been one after that, but they hardly ever come through anymore, at least not in the rate that we got in the first couple of seasons. And these are always really nice because the devs sit down and explain exactly what the thought process is and make it very clear so that if anyone has any questions, well, they're pretty much answered there. But something that has changed more than anything else in Season 17, disregarding the rank system, is the fact that no dev has really made any outward communication on what's going on with the state of the game. As PvP points out right here, he asked, are there any serious justifications for this embarrassment of a rank system? It feels insulting to the Apex community for this to even happen for more than 7 days, and yet no one has actually come out from the dev team explaining that this is something that will be worked on or fixed, at least not publicly or in any official capacity, which is a little surprising because even Imperial had to come out and say, all I had to play after 4 years of Apex was ranked and competitive. Now I just have competitive. Let's see how long it will take for them to ruin that too. And the last time Imperial How complained, it was about the audio, and they actually put out a fix, and unfortunately got reverted back in Season 17. But still, there hasn't been any response to Imperial How's tweet either. Now we do know from the current Director of Communications, Karen Lee, that they are hiring new experienced community managers to work on Apex Legends. And the role won't actually tackle social media or influencers, but will work with the teams who do manage those domains. It's going to focus on the dev-player communications and relationship, which could actually be a very good thing, as it isn't something that we've gotten in a very long time. The first step it seems that they took in that direction was hiring a gentleman named John who came from Treyarch and is now going to be the head of global comms for Play Apex at Respawn. And while I am hopeful that this does work out very well in the future, I've got to say I think a lot of us miss Ryan K. Rigney, the former director of communications before Karen, and while there were some mess-ups like there is with any job, he posted and frequently interacted with the community all the time. For instance, this post in Season 11, talking about when the patch notes would come for Escape, and also making a light joke that people did find enjoyable. He would even go so far as sometimes to actually talk about leaks that were brought up in trailers, such as when we actually found out about the Nemesis, I believe in Season 10, and he actually commented on it saying we accidentally leaked an unreleased gun in the new Play Apex trailer and in the patch notes, but it's not actually ready for release anytime soon, which is actually really refreshing. Sometimes it's just entertaining to know that the dev team knows that we are watching, we are paying attention. It feels like the only time we actually find out that there are updates coming to this game are when Dataminers let us know, such as when Kralrindo said there is a new bug fix update planned for May 22nd. There still hasn't been anything officially from Respawn on when that will come out. We can look at their Trello board and see all the things that are investigating, which is massive for Season 17 and what's also coming in a future patch there, but they're not actually being the ones telling us when those updates are going to be coming to the game. Not to mention when we do have minor bugs, such as the fact that with the brand new weapon mastery class, you can just simply hold the weapon and it will give you the max amount of experience possible rather than actually doing damage with it, which seems like an oversight for that program. No Respawn dev has confirmed whether or not that is actually how it's supposed to be, so players just don't know how to interact with that. Nor with the rank system. Will there be changes? Do we need to start practicing a different play style for when it comes in the future? There's another interesting situation where there's a brand new board game coming out for Apex Legends, and GCU Tabletop is actually going to be bringing it to us, and they just simply put there at the Twitter, there is a Kickstarter program, and of course people are going to be like, why is a $1 billion game crowdsourcing and kickstarting a board game? You could easily pay for it. But because Respawn themselves didn't make a direct public statement about this, the president of that board game company had to come out and say, it's not EA or Respawn that is crowdfunding, it's actually us. We've used it in the past and will continue to do so for the unforeseeable future, just like dozens of companies which are much bigger than ours. And so people get mad at Respawn and EA for doing this, but then they don't actually put out what the details of this deal actually are. So can you really say that the community is upset about this when you didn't make an official statement on what the situation situation actually is, or when statements are made on Recolor specifically saying that they have heard the feedback 100% loud and clear on the fan base's reaction to more and more skins being sold that are just recolors of current legendaries. Yet once again, we are on the second event in 2 seasons where we are getting a recolor store. What is the communication here and why does it seem to be so disjointed? I'm hopeful with the new members coming in that Respawn is turning a new leaf, but sometimes I just really wish it would go back to the days when we had open communication with the devs on stuff like, you know, I don't know, cross progression or next gen. Still waiting on that one. Although, well, we have been waiting for an update from Apex Legends on anything in regards to the actual gameplay and what's going to be improved in the future. They did actually put out a blog announcement yesterday letting us know that there will be a global pricing change and it will be reevaluated due to changing economic conditions. And so a couple of regions will see an increase/decrease in the amount that it costs to buy Apex coins. So do be aware of that going into the threat level event. Let me know down below, are you guys excited for Apex Legends Season 17 to continue to roll on? And where do you feel that the communication needs to come from with Respawn at this time? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does a ton of great Apex commentary. And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the outlands. I'll see you out there.